Welcome to our Victorian women's hairstyles video. In this video, we're going to travel back in time to the Victorian period, between 1870 and 1900, and explore the spectacular women's hairstyles of that era through old photos. Prepare to be amazed by the creativity and complexity of these hairstyles and to understand how they reflected the society and fashion of the time. The 19th century was an interesting time for hair and fashion in general. There have been many cultural changes, and Europe and America have also experienced many periods of integral styling that have given rise to their own hairstyles. Women who lived through the Victorian period chose more subdued and understated styles compared to the trends of the time. Earlier women wore elaborate hairstyles. Extravagance and extravagance were the highlights of the era. Victorian women liked their hair to be healthy, shiny, smooth and soft. This allowed them to style it while also keeping it simple and uncomplicated. Hairstyles symbolized elegance and dignity. Women oiled their hair to smooth it and add large or small curls. Fringe was not uncommon, however, they weren't very flashy either. They were simply cut and styled. Women wore hairnets during the day to prevent their hair from falling out. It is important to understand that most women at that time had long hair. This gave them trouble to curl or braid their hair into different styles. However, as with women today, not all hair was thick and lush. For this reason, many women wore artificial hair. Fake hair came in a variety of forms, including invisible tufts, comb tufts, braids, curls and pillowcases. For an exact match, many women made their own wigs, also called mice, from leftover hair from their brushes. Queen Victoria was a fashion icon in her own right. In the early years of her reign, she inspired the Apollo loop, in which a simple or coiled braid of synthetic hair was attached to strands to create eye-catching bows worn vertically on top of the head. But the use of elaborate wigs gave way to a cleaner, smoother look. The elegant Victorian period was about a simpler life than the previous era. Hairstyles ended up becoming more natural and modest, with hair parted in the middle, tied in a bun or bun with loose curls on the sides of the head. Hairstyles reflected the aspirations and social changes taking place in society during this era. The Industrial Revolution saw the rise of the middle class and brought new ways of dressing and hair. In the 1850s, women wore hairstyles that included wigs purchased from new department stores. Also, women started using soaps to clean their hair, but this act removed the oiliness and left the hair sticky and dry. Products to restore hair shine included vegetable oil and even bear grease. In the late 19th century, the Marseille wave, invented by Marcel Gratton, became a popular hairstyle that allowed for a more natural-looking wave as opposed to a curl. Victorians associated hair with life and love, so it was traditional for women to incorporate lockets of hair into mourning jewelry after the death of a loved one.